just definitely going to be shipping this over this 3x. I should really be making a note of the 3x fold, which I don't. I'd expect the 3x for a 35% opener to be a relatively strong range and him to snap that off most of the time, so it's definitely noteworthy that he has a 3x fold range. I don't really like the just the check give up there. I probably should put a check raise in or something. I mean, there's really no way our opponent should have an ace in that spot or be able to take much heat on any turn or river card with a second pair type hand. Here, I mean, this is a pretty standard check back against the fish. We really are just going to be folding out everything worse on our hand anyway, so we might as well try and pick up some kind of bluff on the turn. And if not, make a small bet there. Get some values from any medium hearts, so our opponent hasn't bet yet. So you're definitely just going to be trying to pick this up with queen high to begin with. We get a pretty bad turn barreling card. So we're just going to check and try and hit our flush draw. And again, queen highs. Yeah, I mean, I think with the pot size it's going to be pretty easy once we check that turn for our opponent to call off with any piece on the river, so I don't mind my check with what I consider very marginal showdown. Hopefully we've got a couple more tables here. It seems pretty slow thus far. And again, a relatively tight out of position player, so we're going to be racing most of the hands from the bottom. Almost no free bet frequency, so definitely going to be needed to those free bets. And I mean, these are pretty easy folders. Not much point in making a move there when our opponent is not c-bet his previous 3 times and then goes for 1 c-bet. Indicates a slightly stronger range, so I mean, queen 8 is a fine hand to make a check raiser with someone that's c-betting with a moderately high frequency, like 60%, like maybe an overall hand range of like 50-60% there, cumulative of c-bet and open frequency. Fine hand to make a check raise with, but against this opponent, definitely not. And a standard c-bet and pick up. And again, on top right, we've got another fish that we don't know. And most of the time, the hand in the top left situation is going to be a shove. But again, with a small opening frequency, I decide to flat. Definitely be a shove if we had a previous read that his 3x range was stronger, because when he min raises we could take out stuff like ace 9 plus if his 3x range was stronger or some like pairs and that, so his overall range would be weaker, thus making a shove despite the 40% open frequency if we can cap the min raise range. On the top right, we're going to just make a standard check raise on a paired board. Not necessarily standard all the time, but 2 overcards is fine to bluff with it. And I don't expect my opponent to be continuing to my turn bet with much worse than like ace high, 7x, obviously 2x. I would probably be giving up the river if he called.